This is just great racing. I mean, we've got guys all the way from...
Here we go. Contact, Martin, into the back of the 60 car. There was contact there, and the 60 and the 88 come together.
Pull off of these two cars running in front of him. And catch them just a little quicker than he anticipated.
I don't know. I don't think he can step out until he waits till the last second and picks up. He goes to the outside. Is Edwards going? Oh, no. He turns him. No, no.
Oh, and that destroyed the front end of Newman's car.
No.
Edwards will not make it to the flag.
Oh,
Brad Keselowski won this race. Take a look, Mike. Carl Edwards, he opened it up just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think this is a hard lick right into the fence. I mean, that car, that looked like Bobby Allison did here in 1987.
The catch fence did its job, and the car did its job.
Thank goodness we have the new, stronger, much stronger, safer catch fences.
And Newman took a hard hit from Edwards as well. Look at just a car with the room left on the bottom.
And what happened here is the 09 looked to the outside. Carl went up a little bit to block him, and 09 went right back to the bottom and clipped him.
You know, the move looked a lot like the one that Brian Vickers put on Jimmy Johnson when Vickers won.
Wow.
But what a hit.
Wow. That is 1987 all over again. Oh, my gosh. And did you see that? I believe it was Biffle that almost T-boned the 99. But watch. The 09's going to look to the outside where he already has. Carl went up to block him a little bit. Now he's going to come down to try to block him again. And you get one shot at it, but you don't get two. Watch this.
What a lick.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable.
You know, and looking very carefully at the catch fencing that held, and I did not see any debris go into the grandstand. And that certainly is
unbelievable.
It's very gratifying to see. Well,
I knew it was going to be wild. I didn't know it was going to be this wild.
Here's a 3 back from him.
This is from Carl's onboard camera.
Inside 09.
But Daryl, I want to ask you.
And from Dale Jr.
Oof. But Daryl, I want to ask you on air, because I did not see Brad Keselowski do anything wrong there.
No, it was a blocking move on Carl. The 09 looked to the outside. Carl went up to block that move, and when Carl came down, the 09 was there.
Every blitz up on the bottom. 3 wide, going in there. Whoa!
Whoa! And Carl gets tapped from behind. Look out! Carl was 4th, and it looks like Brad Keselowski gets in the back of the 60 car and spins him.
Now 3 to go.
Oval, first oval track win. He won it in Infineon 96 races ago on the road course.
And who
half a second. And the 99 has turned over Brad Keselowski.
And we have a caution.
My goodness.
I don't know if I'm okay.
And have we seen that somewhere once before?
Talladega last year and early in this race at lap 41.
A little crossover move here by Carl. Clean here, clean here. Just slight contact. Look at that thing go.
That looked so much like Edwards' turnover at Talladega off the bumper of Keselowski.
It really did, and I'm so wondering and hoping that when they put the spoiler back on these cars, they'll quit turning over like this.
Keselowski's put the window net down.
The roof flaps deployed, but it did not sit that car back down. I'm like you, Daryl. I'm going to be so glad to see that rear spoiler back on these cars.
I think that's it's got to be something to that.
That car took a hard hit in the left A pillar, the windshield post right in front of the driver.
You just see how that wing sticks out so far out the back of the car, behind the car.
Care Center, the irony is a year ago you were watching from Victory Lane as another car flipped over. Are you okay, and what happened out there?
Yeah, I'm okay. You know, first off, Penske Racing had some phenomenal cars today. really proud of the 12 team. Everybody on the Mopar 12 Dodge Charger. A lot to be proud of back home in the shop. I think Kurt's got a real good, strong shot at winning it, so I'm really pulling for him. Hopefully he'll get it done for Penske today, but just a wild ride that was uncalled for.
Brad, check this out, too. I know Carl a little earlier, he had some words. He said maybe it wasn't his fault. Then he said it was. He took the blame, but he also said you weren't giving him any room out there.
You know, he cut down on me on a restart, and I lifted. I couldn't lift fast enough for him. I lifted for him to let him in, but I was there. I don't know what more you could do. You know, Carlo, that's what they say. So I was underneath him. Tried to cut him a break. It was too late, though. He turned down. So I apologized to him, but there's nothing I could do in that situation. And to come back and just intentionally wreck someone, that's not cool. I mean, it could have killed somebody in the grandstands. And I know that it's a little ironic that it's got me saying that, but at least I didn't do it intentionally when it happened. So it'll be interesting to see how NASCAR reacts to it. They have the ball. They're going to allow people to intentionally wreck each other at tracks this fast. We will hurt someone either in the cars or in the grandstands. So it's not cool to intentionally wreck somebody at 195 mile an hour.
Thanks, Brad. We're glad you're not hurt. Dick Berggren.
With Carl Edwards, did you intentionally wreck him?
Well, Brad knows the deal between him and I, and you know, the scary part was that his car went airborne, which was not at all what I expected. And you know, at the end of the day, we come out here to race, and people got to have respect for one another, and I have a lot of respect for people's safety. And I wish that wouldn't have gone like it did, but I'm glad he's okay, and we'll just go on and race some more, and maybe him and I won't have any more incidents together. That'd be the best thing.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. You get both sides of the story.
Jack, do you think that these guys now see eye to eye?
No. But I think that they will give one another enough respect that we won't see another occurrence like that. I think that Carl's not likely to have incidental contact with Brad and cause a wreck. And I think that Brad's not likely to have incidental contact with Carl and cause a wreck in the foreseeable future.
On the outside, Brad thought he had the best car all night, took the inside line on the restart. This is going to be down to the wire. Oh, they touched. He spun out. Carl gets into Keselowski.
Oh,
Carl Edwards will win.
That's it. Checker flag.
Superstar,
man. You are the man. He deserves it. Good job.
I just hope Keselowski's okay here. That was a hard hit, guys.
That was ugly. Direct behind you. Just slow it down. Ugly. Slow it down. Come on.
Tell me why you didn't pit and why that didn't, in the end, cost you the race.
Carl, why didn't you pit there? I was wondering the same thing.
Screw you, Brad. I'm actually excited that Brad didn't get those bonus points. I think he's going to be a big threat for the championship. I didn't know that till just now, so I'm kind of pumped about that. But
fair enough.
What else going on the back straight? Big wreck.
Big wreck on the back. Holy smoly.
Wow, I did not see that.
Logano and Edwards running right at the front, and McMurray trying to sneak past.
There's Carl
Eric
Edwards.
Almirola,
Here's
Kyle Busch.
Everybody is in there.
Is there anybody that didn't crash?
All right, here's Carl, and he's going to run up here, and he and Brad make a little contact.
And he really stalled the two out right there.
Then the two fights back on the outside, and they touched, but I think the 13 drove the two up into the 19.
Yeah,
that's what it looked like.
I think that the two and the 19 started making contact, and the two started checking up a little bit.